It's been 49 years since the success of the first moon landing. As a result, NASA since then has been trying to set the bar even higher. Their solution? The Space Launch System in the Orion. While we've already proven that we can land on the moon, NASA is planning on their new Orion spacecraft to reach low Earth orbit. And someday, they're even expecting to land on Mars. The SLS is a heavy lift launch vehicle, capable of carrying over 44,000 pounds, 84 million pounds of thrust, weighing at 5.5 million pounds, and bringing over 154,000 pounds of payload. The SLS will carry humans into low Earth orbit. With the rocket having 30% more thrust than the Saturn V, the moon missile that was a giant leap for mankind, NASA is hoping the SLS will provide the transportation to reach further into the solar system. NASA is planning on the first SLS mission in 2019, launching an uncrewed Orion spacecraft into space to display the integrated system performance of the SLS and Orion foregoing a crewed flight. The purpose of the spacecraft is to explore near-Earth asteroids, libration points, the Moon, and even Mars. Overall, the power of the SLS shall bring NASA to new leaps, but they are going to need to overcome other obstacles before they do that. The SLS is only half the battle. The Orion is where the real magic happens. The Orion is the spacecraft that is actually attached to the SLS. The Orion is a multi-purpose crew vehicle, which means that it can carry up to 4 astronauts. For these reasons, the Orion will be designed to accommodate and protect the crew when launching and coming down from space. As a result, the Orion is the biggest spacecraft NASA has built to date, being 15 feet wide in diameter and based off more than 50 years of spaceflight research and development. With the Orion attached to the Delta IV Heavy, the Orion flew 2 whole orbits around the Earth, with the flight lasting 4.5 hours. When the Orion entered space, it reached an altitude of 306,000 miles above Earth, and reached about 20,000 miles per hour when it re-entered Earth's orbit. It's obvious by now that the SLS is only half the battle, and the Orion is where the real magic happens. At the end of the day, despite the hurdles NASA will need to face, the SLS succeeding could have a big impact on our future. NASA is planning on reaching low Earth orbit, but one day they could even land on Mars. Whatever the case is, the empty vacuum of space is the limit. And who knows whenever we will reach the end.
Mike. So let's see. Oh, no, we use it. Okay? So you're talking into there, and you're going to read your first sentence here. Okay. Hold on, wait until I get out so it's quiet. Maybe just do two takes of it, and that's good.
Okay. Testing. Is this working? It's been 49 years since the success of the first moon landing. It's been 49 years since the success of the first moon landing? It's been 49 years since the success of the first moon landing. It's been 49 years since the success of the first moon landing.